Sai Chaitanya, welcome back to my channel Sai Tech. In today's I'll try to compare the both phones Poco X3 versus the Poco X3 Pro right now. So right now at the moment there is a Flipkart sale going on and there's a couple of discounts available for the both smartphones Poco X3 and the Poco X3 Pro. So let's discuss friends which phone is the best. Is it worth to buy the Poco X3 or should you spend extra money to and invest in this Poco X3 Pro model or not? So I've been using the Poco X3 for the past few months and I did upload more than 300 videos as you can see friends, and Poco X3 device I did use only for the couple of days. So because I did not buy the Poco X3 Pro, I did use my friend's mobile phone, but it was a really good experience using the phone. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more details. So first let's get started with the pricings. So price of the Poco X3 you can get about 13,750 as you can see friends, close to, if you're using the HDFC card, and for the Poco X3 Pro you can get about 16,799 as you can see after the offers. So these are the basic comparisons between both phones in terms of the price range. So only in terms of the price range there is a 3,000 rupees difference between these both smartphones. So let's see friends whether the 3,000 rupees will do any kind of justification in terms of upgrading to the Pro version, or should you prefer the Poco X3 right now or not. So that is what I'm going to talk. So first let's begin with the software update. So I have been using the Poco X3 for the past few months and software updates in both phones should be kind of good and stable. So every month we'll be getting the security patch update as well, so no issues regarding that, and MIUI 12.5 will be also updated very soon in that mobile phone. So that is another good news. So in terms of the software updates, both phones should be kind of same, Poco X3 Pro and the Poco X3. So next in terms of the display, in terms of the processor, here there's a huge difference friends. The Pro name is really fixed for the Pro version because of the Snapdragon 870 chipset which is present in this phone. The Snapdragon 870 chipset is really very powerful, and you can get really amazing scores of the Antutu benchmark score, and which has UFS 3.1 as well as you can see friends. So Antutu benchmark score in this Poco X3 is about I think 3,30,000, and Antutu benchmark score in this Poco X3 Pro model you will get about 6 lakhs. So somewhere around 6 lakhs and 5,50,000, but definitely friends it's a kind of double performance you are getting, so double UFS storage speeds you are getting. So in terms of the processor wise, definitely the Pro version will do 100% justification friends. So in case if you plan to use for the next 2 to 3 years, I would highly recommend you to buy the Pro version because of the best processor and you won't feel any kind of problem. Even in the normal Poco X3 as well, you won't feel any kind of problem. I did install more than 100 plus applications at the moment and still there is no lag at all in this Poco X3. So as a gamer point of view and heavy user point of view, I'm just suggesting to choose the Pro version. So next move to the display. So in terms of the display, there is not much difference friends. Both phones has the same kind of 120 Hz refresh rate and IPS LCD panel. So there is nothing much going to be a difference between the both phones. So that is what I'll be suggesting. So in terms of the display segment, both are having the same kind of display colors and contrast ratios. So there is nothing much difference in terms of the display wise. So processor wise, obviously the Pro version, display wise both are same. So there is no difference at all. So 120 Hz refresh rate, 240 Hz touch sampling rate. That's it friends. And next let's move to the battery and the charging. So here the kind of difference, because the charging both phones are kind of same, 33 watt fast charging, and the battery the Poco X3 has got 6000 mAh of battery and the Pro version has got 5160 mAh of battery as you can see friends. So slightly decreased battery backup in this phone. So in terms of the battery backup, the Poco X3 will be the winner obviously for 1000 mAh more, I think 900 mAh more, and Poco X3 Pro will be having less battery capacity, but charging speed, even it might be a difference between 10 to 15 minutes of time, so not much difference will be there between both phones. Overall it takes about 65 minutes to 75 minutes of time to complete charge from 0 to 100%. So even in the Poco X3 I was able to get the battery backup really good, decent, without any kind of issues. The screen on time and you can use for even two days of normal usage is definitely possible with the 6000 mAh of battery in this Poco X3 device. That is what I want to confirm you. And next regarding the camera, so in terms of the camera friends, there's a little bit downgrade as well. That is another disadvantage. The Poco X3 has got the really good camera which has got 64 megapixel camera lens and which takes really good shots, and whereas in the Poco X3 Pro the camera decreased to 48 megapixel. That is another disadvantage. So even with the selfie camera and front camera, everything, the pictures look really amazing, front camera and back camera as well, so not much issues in terms of the back camera clarity even when you zoom in with the 64 megapixel lens. So this is a camera shot which I've taken using the 64 megapixel. Still I was able to get really good shots. So overall in terms of the camera wise, the Poco X3 will be the clear winner in terms of the camera, whereas the Poco X3 Pro has got only 48 megapixel camera. That is another little bit disadvantage when compared. So that is what the number of users in the Flipkart they given, rating 3 star. As you can see friends, the camera wise it's not good, the Pro version. So these are the quick details about the camera, and let's speak about the loudspeaker and 5G. And both phones there is no 5G, and loudspeaker quality will be same. Both phones are having same dual stereo speaker setup, notification LED light, all the things are going to be same in both phones. And final conclusion is that is it worth of spending 3000 rupees extra for better processor? So it all depends upon the type of user you are. So in case if you are a user just basic applications which you will be using, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and couple of entertainment application and social media applications, then definitely friends the Poco X3 is really good. But if you're kind of person who wants to play the games and heavy usage, and if you want to use for the phone for the next 3 years or 2 years, then definitely you can prefer the higher upgraded processor. So this is a quick comparison friends between both phones. And there's another phone which is available, Samsung's F62. That is also another powerful Exynos processor which is available, equal to Snapdragon 855. So make sure to check out that video as well, Samsung's F62. So thank you for watching this video friends, and see you in the next video. Until then, bye.